Hey everyone! I hope you're all doing fantastic today, because I have something truly exciting to share with you. You've probably heard of the Mona Lisa, that small, famous painting that nearly everyone on the planet seems to know. But have you ever wondered why it's so well known? What makes it so special? And more importantly, do you know how much it's worth? Well, here's the thing, it's considered absolutely priceless. That's right. There's no amount of money in the world that could buy it. But why is that? What's so unique about this painting? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. And while you listen, you'll also be improving your English skills, both listening and speaking. So stay with me as we dig into the story behind this incredible work of art. Let's rewind time, about 500 years to the year 1503. That's when a brilliant man named Leonardo da Vinci began working on this painting. Now, Leonardo wasn't just an ordinary painter. He was a genius in every sense of the word. He was an inventor, scientist, engineer, architect, sculptor, and even a mapmaker. He studied everything from the stars in the sky to the bones in your body, from plants to ancient fossils. It's almost unbelievable how much knowledge one person could hold. Now let's come back to the Mona Lisa. This painting is what turned Leonardo into a global legend. But did you know it took him around 14 years to finish it? 14. And the craziest part? He reportedly spent 12 of those years just working on her lips. Yes, 12 years painting her smile. Why would he do that? Well, her expression isn't easy to describe. Sometimes it looks like she's smiling gently, other times like she's hiding a secret. Her face seems to change depending on your mood or where you're standing. It's fascinating, and that's exactly what Leonardo wanted. He wanted her to look real, almost alive. He poured his energy into every tiny detail, her eyes, skin, hair, and especially her mouth. People say her smile has a kind of magic, and honestly, it's hard to disagree. But let's ask another big question. Who is the Mona Lisa? That part is still a mystery. Some historians think she was a real woman named Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a wealthy Italian businessman. Others believe she was someone Leonardo imagined. And then there's an unusual theory that the painting is actually a version of Leonardo himself, painted as a woman. Sounds unbelievable, but some people genuinely think so. Now let's look at a few fascinating details about the painting. First, the eyes. They seem to follow you wherever you go. No matter where you stand, it's like she's looking right at you. Spooky or amazing? You decide. Second, the background. It looks like a dream world. It's not based on any real place, but it somehow feels familiar and magical. Third, the smile. That mysterious, unreadable smile that's puzzled people for centuries. Is it joy? Is it sadness? No one can say for sure. But let me tell you about one of the most dramatic moments in the Mona Lisa's history. The time she was stolen. Yes, at one point, the painting was actually taken from the museum. And funny enough, that theft is what pushed the Mona Lisa into global fame. Now you might wonder, if Leonardo da Vinci was Italian, why is his most famous painting in France? Good question. In the last years of his life, Leonardo moved to France at the invitation of King Francis I. The king admired his talent and offered him a beautiful home near the Loire Valley. When Leonardo passed away in 1519, the Mona Lisa remained in France. Eventually, it became part of the royal collection and later ended up in the Louvre Museum in Paris, where it still hangs today. So, back to the theft. This happened in 1911, more than 100 years ago. Back then, the Mona Lisa wasn't the world-famous masterpiece it is now. It was just one of many paintings in the museum. The man who stole it was Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian who worked at the Louvre. He believed that the painting rightfully belonged in Italy and that the French had taken it unfairly. One day, he hid inside the museum after it closed, slipped into the gallery, quietly removed the Mona Lisa from the wall, tucked it under his coat, and simply walked out. No security alarms, no guards chasing after him, just gone. When the news broke, it shocked the world. Even though the Mona Lisa wasn't a global icon at the time, the story of the theft made it famous almost overnight. People began visiting the Louvre just to see the empty spot where the painting once hung. Imagine that, crowds lining up to stare at a blank wall. That's the power of a mystery. That's the magic of art. And that's the story of the Mona Lisa. For 2 whole years, crowds were captivated by a mystery. The Mona Lisa had vanished. No one had any clue where it had gone or who had taken it. During this time, even famous figures like Pablo Picasso were questioned about the theft. Yes, really. But in 1913, a man named Vincenzo Peruggia was caught trying to sell the painting to an art dealer in Italy. The dealer immediately recognized the artwork as the real Mona Lisa and alerted the authorities. Peruggia was arrested, and the painting was safely returned to the Louvre. Surprisingly, before this dramatic incident, the Mona Lisa wasn't widely known outside art circles. It was appreciated by art enthusiasts, but hadn't yet achieved its legendary status. The theft, however, changed everything. Newspapers around the globe covered the sensational story for months, and the public became fascinated with the mysterious woman in the painting. Her subtle smile, her unknown identity, and her rising fame turned her into a cultural phenomenon. Once the artwork returned to the museum, millions rushed to see it, and they haven't stopped since. Now let's talk about its value. In 1962, the Mona Lisa was insured for $100 million. If we adjust that amount for inflation, it would be worth over $900 million today. But the truth is, the painting can't be sold. It's considered priceless. No amount of money can buy it. Since the theft, the Louvre has gone to great lengths to protect it. Today, the painting sits behind specially designed bulletproof glass that controls the temperature and humidity, keeping it safe from any damage. But the Mona Lisa's fame isn't just because of her expression or the theft. It's the layers of history, mystery, and genius behind it. Leonardo da Vinci, the master who painted her, left behind subtle techniques and hidden secrets that still amaze people today. One of the most fascinating features is the way her eyes seem to follow you no matter where you stand. This eerie effect comes from a technique called sfumato, where colors and shades are blended so softly that no clear lines remain. The result is lifelike depth, making it seem like she's watching you. Her smile is another puzzle. Depending on your own emotions, her expression might look joyful or a little sad. Leonardo used a delicate play of light and shadow to create an effect that changes with your mood. It's so unique that people have given it a name: the Mona Lisa effect. Take a moment to examine the background in the painting. It's not just a pretty landscape, it's strange and dreamlike, with winding roads, rivers, and distant bridges that lead nowhere. Even more curious, the 2 sides of the background don't match. The left side is noticeably lower than the right. Some believe this symbolizes the balance of opposites: joy and sorrow, the real and the imagined. And the surprises don't end there. Using modern tools like X-rays and infrared scanners, researchers have uncovered secrets hidden beneath the surface. For instance, Leonardo made multiple changes to the painting as he worked. Beneath her current smile, there's an earlier version that looks slightly different. Some even believe that tiny letters or numbers can be seen in her eyes, possibly Leonardo's initials or coded messages. And have you ever noticed? She has no visible eyebrows or eyelashes. Some think this was intentional, giving her a timeless, universal look. The painting has survived a lot over the centuries. During the French Revolution, it was hidden to protect it from being stolen. In World War II, it was secretly moved to keep it safe from Nazi forces. In 1956, someone actually threw a rock at it, damaging a small part. Another time, someone tried to spray paint it, but was stopped in time. Thankfully, today it's under maximum protection. The Mona Lisa has influenced culture far beyond the art world. She's been featured in songs by artists like Nat King Cole and Beyoncé. Her face has shown up in films, television, and even internet memes. From a stolen masterpiece to a global icon, the Mona Lisa has captured the world's imagination in ways no other painting ever has. From coffee foam to Lego bricks, the Mona Lisa has been recreated in endless ways. This shows just how deeply she's woven into our global culture. But here's the real question: why does everyone keep talking about her? It's not only because of her beauty or that famous mysterious smile. It's the stories, the history, and the emotions wrapped around her that make her unforgettable. The Mona Lisa isn't just a painting. She's a symbol of mystery, creativity, and artistic brilliance. Leonardo da Vinci poured his soul into her, and that passion still radiates after more than 5 centuries. She feels almost alive, which is why millions flock to Paris every year just to catch a glimpse, even if it's only for a moment. Over time, the Mona Lisa has become the center of countless debates and theories. Some believe the painting might actually be a disguised self-portrait of Leonardo himself. When his face is compared to hers, certain similarities spark curiosity. Could he have been expressing both the masculine and feminine sides of himself through this work? Others question her true identity. While the common belief is that she's Lisa Gerardini, some argue she could represent a noblewoman, a divine figure, or even someone purely imagined by Leonardo. Some suggest she symbolizes timeless beauty itself, rather than portraying a real individual. There are also theories about hidden messages within the artwork. People have studied the details, her eyes, her clothing, the background, searching for codes and symbols. Did Leonardo embed secrets about his discoveries or personal beliefs within the layers of paint? Despite being over 500 years old, the Mona Lisa still resonates with people today. One reason is her emotional expression. There's something in her face that people around the world connect with. Whether you sense joy, sorrow, or mystery, she speaks to you in a deeply personal way. Then there's the groundbreaking technique behind her creation. Leonardo combined science, mathematics, and art in a way that no one had done before. The Mona Lisa stands as a shining example of what's possible when knowledge and creativity come together. And let's not forget her incredible journey through time. She has survived wars, theft, and even acts of vandalism. Yet she remains one of the most celebrated artworks in existence. Her survival and fame show the enduring power of art to unite people. Seeing the Mona Lisa is like touching a piece of human history. What makes her truly special is the inspiration she gives to millions of people. She's more than a museum exhibit. She's a symbol of what humans are capable of when they commit to their passion. Leonardo didn't create her for wealth or recognition. He did it out of love for his craft. He spent 14 years perfecting this painting, and reportedly 12 of those years just on her lips. His patience and dedication serve as a reminder that great things take time. Although Leonardo never lived to see how beloved his masterpiece would become, his work changed the world. The Mona Lisa encourages us to aim high, stay curious, and keep learning. Leonardo wasn't just a painter. He was also a scientist, an inventor, and a thinker. He showed us that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we blend passion with perseverance. So what can we learn from all this? That creating something meaningful doesn't happen overnight. That we each have the power to leave something behind. Something that inspires others. Whether your talent lies in painting, music, teaching, or anything else, your unique voice matters. The Mona Lisa continues to remind us that one person's passion can ripple across centuries. She's not just a face on a canvas, she's a legacy. And as you reflect on her story, ask yourself, what could I create that might inspire someone else? What legacy do I want to leave behind? Thanks for being part of this journey. Now it's your turn. Go out and create your own masterpiece.